Hey everyone, welcome back to TwoGuyzTech. I'm Rob, and today we're going to be taking a look at some beautiful home theater chairs from Valencia, a company that's been making quality chairs for over 25 years, and we'll get into it right after the intro. Now, if you guys have been following the channel at all lately, you've probably heard me mention that I would love to eventually replace my existing seating that some commenters have referred to as blow-up furniture. And unfortunately, I do have to agree that from a distance, they do kind of resemble blow-up furniture. Even though our current furniture is pretty comfortable and serves its purpose, I've always had my heart set on a completely matching set of actual theater seats in this room. Unfortunately, that was just a distant dream and wasn't something that was going to happen anytime soon. That is, until we were given the opportunity to work with Valencia Seating and review their updated Oslo series of home theater chairs. Valencia was kind enough to send us this row of 2 Oslo chairs to try out in our theater, and for that, we want to give them a really big thank you. Our chairs arrived in 2 separate boxes on a pallet. These weigh about 130 pounds or roughly 59 kilos each, and they're really very awkward and bulky, so you might want to get help moving them, especially if you're going up or down stairs like we had to. Now, if you just don't want to mess with lugging these chairs around, Valencia does offer a professional white glove installation service where they'll bring the chairs into any room of your home and completely set them up for you. Once the chairs were unpacked, the next step was to put each section together. This was done using the ratcheting system on the bottom of the chairs. And here you can see how the ratcheting system works. One thing to note here is the chairs do need to be flat on the floor to connect them properly. The next step is to install the back of each seat to each base. Valencia makes this really simple. All you have to do is slide each rail of the base into the corresponding slots on the back of the seat. Once these are slotted together, just push the back down until it locks into the base. Next, it's time to hook up the wires for each chair. And it's really hard to mess this up because Valencia has color-coded each one of the connectors. Just slide them together and close the locking latch to make sure that the wires won't come apart. Once that's done, the only thing left to do is unravel the power cord, plug them in, and start enjoying the chairs. Now, with the assembly out of the way, let's take a closer look at the chairs themselves. And one of the most striking things that stands out to me is this awesome diamond stitch pattern that runs across most of the front and sides of the seat. That, along with the super soft Italian Napa leather, really sets these seats apart from any other seats we've seen. As far as color goes, we chose to go with the dark chocolate over black because we think it blends a lot better with the theme and decor of our home theater. Another reason we decided to go with the dark chocolate is because it has this really cool looking metallic silver control panel that is only available on the dark chocolate chairs as of right now. We also really like this panel because it has actual rocker type switches, which I tend to prefer over separate buttons for raising and lowering each part of the chair, and that's what comes equipped on the black models. Speaking of each part of the chair, there are actually 3 separate adjustments that you can make with the Valencia Oslos. The first button allows you to recline, which was very smooth, fast, and quiet. And because these are wall hugger design, you only need about 6 inches of clearance from the wall to fully recline them. Next, there's also adjustment for the pneumatic lumbar support, which is great, especially if you're like me and you've had a lower back injury in the past. If lumbar support isn't done well in chairs, it can really get uncomfortable after an extended period of time. But Valencia has done a great job here with the Oslos by using a thick layer of high-quality ergonomic foam over the pneumatic lumbar. They will always be comfortable no matter how long you're using them. Another thing I really love about these chairs is the adjustable powered headrest. With my old chairs, I always had to put a pillow behind my head so I could be comfortable while watching movies. But with the built-in headrest, you're able to get your head in the exact position you need, and it's a lot more comfortable than a pillow. There's also a little round toggle button that will turn the blue accent lights off and on. This really comes in handy, especially if you have a projector and a screen, because the LEDs on the bottom of the chair can throw out enough light to slightly wash out the picture. So being able to turn these LEDs off while watching movies is a great feature. There are also LEDs in the cup holders, which are a really nice touch, and they make the Oslos look and feel really high-end in our opinion. The control panel also has LED lights that can't be turned off, And I'm assuming Valencia did this so you'd be able to see them in a dark room. The good thing is the amount of light coming from these LEDs wasn't enough to be distracting while watching movies because they're not overly bright. Another great addition to the control panel is the built-in USB port. This allows you to charge things like phones, tablets, remote controls, and any other type of USB device. Here we've used it to plug in our Logitech Harmony Elite remote, and it works great. One thing you'll notice here is that the cables come straight out, and if you're not careful, it's possible to hit it with your leg and potentially unplug it. An easy solution to avoid this is to buy one of these right angle adapters, which routes the wire straight up so the wire is out of the way. These were very inexpensive, only about $7 for the pair from Amazon, and if you're interested in picking some up, we'll leave the link in the description below. The Oslos also feature hidden arm storage that I'm using to keep my remote in, but they're large enough that you can also store things like laptops, tablets, snacks, or some of the accessories that are sold by Valencia, like the table trays, wine glass holders, and even tablet holders. Another thing that we just absolutely love about the Oslos over our older chairs is just how much more comfortable they are. We've watched quite a few movies in these chairs since we got them, and there hasn't been one time that I felt like I had to readjust because my backside started falling asleep. Something that happens often in our old chairs. Now, the only problem with these chairs being so comfortable is my family has a hard time deciding who's going to sit in them. Now, of course, I've already reserved my spot, so it's usually a struggle between my wife and my son to see who gets the other chair. And unfortunately for Logan, my wife always wins. That's why we plan on eventually having a whole set of these Oslos in our theater so every one of us can spend quality time together while having the best home theater experience possible. Valencia has also designed these chairs to last by using Leggett and Platt reclining mechanisms, which are some of the best and smoothest in the industry. They also use very high quality materials to build the frames of these chairs and double foam cushions that are resistant to collapsing over time. You can definitely feel the quality and master craftsmanship that went into these chairs every time you sit in them. Now, another great feature if you're considering purchasing these chairs or a few other types of chairs in Valencia's lineup is our online 3D customizer tool, which allows you to virtually choose from all of the different colors that they offer. This even lets you make your own two-tone seat by selecting a primary color and a secondary color, and if you want to get really fancy, you can even add custom colored piping and a variety of different cup holders. This is also where you can choose how many seats you want, whether it be a single chair or a whole row of up to 6 chairs, or a combination of chairs with love seats. You can pretty much build whatever type of seating you want, and then you can add cool accessories like table trays, wine glass holders, and tablet holders. Alright, so in conclusion guys, we absolutely love these chairs, and in my opinion, they're some of the most comfortable, stylish home theater chairs you can get. If you're in the market for home theater chairs, we feel completely confident in recommending these Valencia Oslo chairs. So again, we want to give a huge thanks to Valencia for sending these chairs in for review, and if you wouldn't mind doing us a huge favor, go ahead and check them out on Facebook and Instagram. And if you're interested in buying the Oslos or anything else Valencia sells, we'll leave a link to their website down in the description below. If you have any questions or comments about these theater seats, let us know down in the comments, and we'll do our best to answer them. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our future videos, and as always, have an awesome day.